Believe it or not, there are NBA players who once couldn't even afford a $70 haircut, letting their hair grow out like that instead. That kid was Gui Santos, a second-round pick the Golden State Warriors selected in 2022 and the first Brazilian player to enter the NBA in nearly a decade. When people think of Brazil, the first thing that comes to mind is soccer. Legends like Ronaldo, Kaká and Neymar have long been the idols countless kids dream of becoming. But Santos was the exception. He fell in love with basketball. The cracked concrete court outside his house was his first arena. There were no proper hoops, no bright lights that stayed on through the night. Before every workout, Santos would arrive an hour early, sweeping away dust and gravel with a mop just to make the court playable. On draft night, the 19-year-old watched from home as he heard his name called. Images raced through his mind: becoming a millionaire, sharing the floor with Stephen Curry at Chase Center, living the NBA dream. Reality hit him hard. In Brazil, Santos had won 6th Man of the Year and often played as a primary ball handler. With the Warriors, everything reset. Golden State didn't need a rookie point guard running the offense. What they needed was someone who could appear in the right place at the right time, and defend like a mad dog against players bigger and stronger than him. The positional change threw Santos into chaos. Miss a rotation and the coaches would bark at him. Lose a defensive assignment and the yelling continued. Mistakes piled up, and frustration followed. Back in his apartment at night, Santos lay awake staring at the ceiling, his mind full of questions. And while he was still trying to solve his problems on the court, life off the court brought another challenge. When Santos first arrived in the United States, he had only $800 with him. The G League salary was barely enough to survive. After rent and daily expenses, almost nothing was left. To stretch his money across 4 months, Santos bought giant baguettes and cut them into 3 pieces: breakfast, lunch and dinner. In Santa Cruz, a haircut costs about $70. He couldn't justify the expense. That's why the bright-eyed rookie who entered the league ended up sporting a head of wild curls. Santos never complained. He poured every bit of frustration into the gym. He arrived an hour early to every practice. While teammates passed time on the team bus listening to music or watching movies, Santos sat alone with a tablet, studying his own game film over and over, trying to break old habits and adapt to a new role. That obsession earned him a nickname, the Film Junkie. "I'm not the smartest guy," he once joked. "I just need to watch things a few more times to understand them." In his first year, he averaged 12.7 points and 6 rebounds in the G League. The numbers weren't spectacular, but Santos began to find his rhythm again, and eventually his opportunity came. In January 2025, against the Pistons, injuries to Andrew Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga forced Steve Kerr to dip deeper into the rotation. Santos got the call. In 25 minutes, he knocked down 4 of 6 threes, grabbed 5 rebounds, dished out 3 assists and added 2 steals. After the game, he was named the Warriors Player of the Game. Kerr publicly praised the effort, saying Santos' energy had swung the result. His relentless defense and calm decision-making caught the coach's attention. He still wasn't a mainstay in the rotation, but the minutes started coming more often. Even Stephen Curry took notice. "Don't worry about whether it goes in," Curry told him. "If you're open, shoot it." Santos held onto those words. Then opportunity arrived again. Jimmy Butler went down for the season. Curry missed time with injury. Kuminga, once seen as the team's future, was traded away. Suddenly the wing rotation was wide open. Kerr inserted Santos into the starting lineup. Over the next 12 games, he averaged 15.3 points, 5 rebounds, 3.8 assists and 1.5 steals. He shot 44.2% from 3. There was even a game where he drilled a dagger with 19.4 seconds left against Memphis, then locked down the final defensive possession. His performance far exceeded what the Warriors' front office expected. Afraid another team might try to lure him away, Golden State moved quickly, signing him to a 3-year, $15 million extension. From Brazil to the United States. From point guard to wing. From the end of the bench to the starting lineup. In just 4 years, Santos reinvented himself. The kid from the land of soccer has finally carved out his place on basketball's biggest stage. "I'm the only Brazilian in the NBA right now," Santos said. "I want to be an example for kids in Brazil who love basketball, to show them that if you work hard enough, you'll get what you deserve."